There is a silent wound that shapes our lives more than we realize. It hides in the background, behind our relationships, our ambition, our addictions, our fears. It's the fear of abandonment. And it begins early. When we are young, we are entirely dependent. We learn love is not always safe. Affection can be withdrawn. Presence can disappear. And so the child within internalizes a dangerous truth. I am not safe unless I am wanted. This belief becomes the lens through which we see the world, and it leaks into everything. In love, this fear becomes a cage. We cling. We mold ourselves into what we think they want. We abandon ourselves so we won't be abandoned by them. We confuse love with possession. And when they pull away, even slightly, we spiral. We text too much. We overthink. We try to fix what isn't broken. We suffocate them. It's not because we're weak. It's because we were once neglected. Osho once said, "The greatest fear in the world is the opinion of others." And the moment you are unafraid of the crowd, you are no longer a sheep. You become a lion. But inside, we still feel like that lost child, terrified of being left behind. Even our relationship with money becomes infected. We chase wealth, not for joy, but for safety. We equate success with being seen. We grind, we hustle, not from purpose, but from panic. If I am wealthy, no one will leave. If I am impressive enough, I'll be wanted. Jim Carrey once said, "I wish everyone could get rich and famous and have everything they ever dreamed of, so they would know that it's not the answer." The fear still remains, because what we crave isn't money, it's worthiness. This fear eats at our identity. We lose ourselves in others, in relationships, in careers, in roles we think we have to play to be loved. We cling to people, to jobs, to labels, to pain. Krishnamurti reminds us, it is no measure of health to be well adjusted to a profoundly sick society. We've been taught to cling, to survive, but maybe freedom lies in the opposite. All this suffering comes from one root. We don't feel safe. Fear of abandonment is not about someone leaving. It's about what we believe will happen if they do. We believe we will collapse, disappear, be unloved, unworthy, alone. This is trauma, and as Young Pueblo says, your trauma is not your fault, but your healing is your responsibility. So, how do we heal? In silence. We remember. We are not our fear. Meditation teaches us presence. Presence is the home we never had. Eckhart Tolle says, realize deeply that the present moment is all you ever have. When we are here, the fear has no oxygen. A dysregulated nervous system cannot feel safe. Stretch, move, breathe, eat what nourishes, sleep what heals. Your body is the first home you must learn not to abandon. You can't outthink pain. That was created before you could speak. Inner child work, therapy, journaling, crying, screaming, holding yourself the way you always wanted to be held. Let go of control. Let go of who didn't stay. Let go of who you had to become just to feel loved. Clinging keeps you stuck. Detachment sets you free. Detachment is not indifference. It is peace.
And the fit chair, the charity,
Every day, rewire the belief. Say these with me. I am safe to be myself. I do not need to chase love. I am whole, even when I'm alone. I release what is not meant for me. I am worthy, not because of what I do, but because I exist. You were never meant to beg for love. You were never meant to abandon your truth just to avoid abandonment. Healing begins when you come home to yourself, when you stop running, when you sit with the fear and offer it compassion. Because the part of you that fears being left is simply the part of you still waiting to be loved. Start there. If this spoke to you, like, subscribe, and share this with someone who needs it. Leave your favorite affirmation in the comments. Your healing helps the collective. You are not alone.